Stage fright has been, I think a lot of entertainers have it. They just won't admit it, you know. But, you know, when you walk out there on stage, the energy from the people hits you. And at first, it's scary. It's a strange thing going out on stage because I've walked out on stage before with an abscessed tooth, and as soon as you get out there, it goes away. You walk off stage, it comes back. I've been out there with a sciatic nerve thing in my back, and it's just like the land of no pain. I guess you're just so focused, you know, on what you're doing, you forget about something like a pain. But it's remarkable. It really is. The stage fright happens before all that. Right. After you get out there, you 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gone.
It evaporates.
It's gone, yeah. I had a liver transplant in 2010. And I had cirrhosis, I had hep C, and I had cancer, all contained in my liver. I just, over a period of about 3 years, I realized that it was just a chore to get up and move, you know, and I went through a long period of my life of drinking. I mean, serious drinking. I would have to drink, I mean, I was drinking about a quart of vodka every day of my life. And if I didn't, I would get the delirium tremors, the DTs, and I mean, you'd have bugs crawling all over you, and I mean, just stuff just out of this world. I mean, just from withdrawing from alcohol. I mean, it's some diabolical stuff to some people. Right. Depends on your body chemistry. But I didn't know how to stop. I went to 14 rehabs.
14 rehabs?
But I didn't go to 15. The last one I went to was in my house. I hired a male nurse to come in, and I kicked heroin, cocaine, alcohol, cigarettes. That's about enough. I did away with all of them. And I barely remember it. I remember it was a rough time. But he was there to make sure, you know, I didn't go into some kind of, you know, convulsions or what have you. And he had all the, you know, I had the little thing that rolls, you know, right, that has the IVs, putting all the electrolytes and stuff back into my body that I needed, vitamins. And the way that happened was, we got nominated and accepted and inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. It was at the Waldorf Astoria in New York. And I promised myself, I mean, I even lined them up, little shot glasses in the hotel room. Okay, 1 on each hour, you know. I didn't want to get, you know, shaky, but I didn't, by God, I did not want to get drunk. And that's a hard thing to do. So I needed my boots shined, so I took them downstairs. And here's all these old buddies of mine, and you know, you pass like ships in the night. You just rarely see each other, but you're good old buddies. It was like old home. Oh, come on, man, come to the bar, let me buy you one. No, I'll just have one. Well, long story short, I'm standing there getting ready to walk up on the stage, and Willie Nelson is presenting us with the award. And I can barely stand. And I thought, man,
thank you, folks.
What is wrong with you?
In honor of the greatest friend, brother, guitar player, and inspiration I've ever known, my brother Dwayne was always the first to face the fire. He was my greatest motivation. Thank you.
And
well, you embarrassed yourself that night.
I did. I really did. And I didn't do anything, I mean, you know, out of the ordinary, except I went up there and I wanted to say all these things about Bill Graham. I wanted to say things about my mother, you know. I wanted to say all these different people, you know. And I just got up there and I was afraid I was going to fall down. And Willie even said to me, he says, "Man, are you all right?" I said, "Willie, I'm not all right. I'm not." And so I just said, "This is for my brother," and walked off stage. Well, as luck would have it, I saw a film of it about 2-3 days later. And I was appalled at myself. I sat there and just cried like a baby and prayed to God, you know, give me the strength to get away from this shit and live the rest of my life in peace. And I guess he answered, because the next day I just was hit with this idea that, you know, screw going back to another rehab. I just got a male nurse to come in who had, you know, worked at rehab, knew all about it, and just bit the bullet until the stuff was out of my system.
Well, you know, as we talked here, your father was murdered, shot to death by a hitchhiker. You lose your older brother to a motorcycle accident. You lose your bass player to a motorcycle accident. By your own acknowledgement, you had a fierce battle with alcohol, and you also mentioned heroin, cocaine.
And cigarettes, don't forget that one. Those were things that happened, and things happen. And you either roll with it or you collapse under it, you know. And I've always been taught to roll with it.
What's the best thing that's happened to you in your life?
Longevity. Longevity. I remember the first time I ever picked up and held a guitar, and something went off in my brain, and I just was totally just into a trance with this thing. I mean, my mother was worried about me and my brother both. We didn't eat, we didn't sleep, we didn't go out with girls, all we did was play them damn guitars. And she's like, "Guys, you know, this is a sickness with y'all." Many times she'd come in, we'd both be in our beds with a guitar on, right? Because we'd fallen asleep playing it. And I don't think I ever really wished for fame. Music just does it for me.
Well,
it just really does.
As I
And
absorbed
longevity I'm talking about it seemed like for most of my life, I have been a well-respected entertainer.
that you have been,